India, a land of extremes with incredible wealth and incredible poverty living side by side. Indian population, 1.1 billion. Population of Westerners, 11. This is a glimpse into the journey of that 11. We have arrived finally in India after a massive trip. I don't even know what day it is or where I am. I haven't slept. Approximately 20 seconds after leaving the airport, I had somebody jump on me and basically take my trolley off me, and no matter how much I said get away from my trolley, he says no, it's okay, kept going, and by the end of it I just gave up just to see what would happen. So I think we ended up paying about 200 rupees to have him carry my bags and put them in the bus. This will be an adventure.
I've had my first experience with a Bombay toilet, Mumbai toilet. There was a bunch of Indian people waiting outside the toilet, and as soon as we walked in, they were like, "Whoa, you need to pay." So we had to pay to get into the toilet, 2 rupees. And then when we actually got into the toilet, I opened up the door, there's a bucket of water and a hole in the ground. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that?
So what's the traffic like here, Sherry?
It's crazy. Like, everyone's beeping their horns, and there's no lanes, and everyone just sort of goes wherever they want to, and they just beep to get into the lane.
The traffic is crazy.
Is this the only one?
I've got only Gibson.
We're trying to buy a bass guitar here. We've just gone in and seen the best guitar that they make in India, and it's a Gibson.
Now, apparently we asked, are there any other stores around, and what did that shopkeeper say?
Oh no, this is the only store here. Remember the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Yeah. Let's go.
I asked Alan, our guide, is there a technique to crossing the road? And he says, yeah, there is, watch. And he ran straight in front of a car and nearly got himself killed, and then looked at me and nodded, going, that's the technique. Oh, there we go.
Here we go. This is my hero. Well, after much negotiation, yeah, look after my bags.
We're in Mumbai. We're about to catch the train out tonight for a 12-hour train journey down to Jaisingpur, which is sort of southeast. And this is the train we will be catching. The smell here is actually probably most significant thing.
It's weird because people here are just staring at us like we're strangers and absolute foreigners, and it's really cool because like we are.
We were throwing bags off and she was taking them. Did you get off? Yeah, we got off.
That's his livelihood. That's how he makes a living and puts food in his belly. So we've got about 30 seconds to get everybody off and all the luggage off, and this train's just going to keep moving. In the event that the train starts moving, we voted that Michael actually is the one that has to jump, and he's happy about that.
I got out of bed at like 3 in the morning and had to go to the feral toilet in the ground whole loo, and I completely forgot that I wasn't wearing my thongs.
Hotel that we're going to be staying at by the looks of it. So it's probably the biggest building in town so far that I've seen.
Not bad, you got a double bed.
Can't you get loose?
That is the Indian toilet, right? So instead of doing the Indian squat, we do the Australian squat. So Abita's happy, everybody.
Yeah. My only concern was not being able to squat on those toilets, and the seat has come in very handy, which Pastor Rod has just shown you. I just thank God. I'll be happy for the next 12 days serving him wholeheartedly now.
I'm like a neat freak person. Clean, I love clean, love my showers, you know. It's just shaking my world.
I expected there to be beggars in the street, and I expected to see, you know, disabled people begging. So I'm just happy to be here now.
Very Hindu-dominated city, this one, where we are. So we just have to pray for protection and guidance from God that we will be safe here. Clara, to find this. Clara, this is what I've written here. If you don't feel confident yourself, it will be very hard to convince anyone else out there who you are in Christ. He brought us shortcut. Yeah. Okay. That they will play.
I'm Clara.
And see the computer we bought them and everything?
The laptop. Yeah. There is the laptop. Yeah. Parklands Christian Center provided the laptop. Thank you all the guys at Parklands for your love.
And these are the Crusade, this what we call banners.
Who made this?
We have already done for the Crusade.
This is awesome. You know how God has prepared this.
You got a few fans there, Ben?
You're going to be too famous. Do we have to keep going? They're waiting for us. We better go. See you later. Bye-bye.
Now how good it is, tell me that you can.
That is worth coming with. This is the local AOG church here, right? So that's the little church, and the pastor lives in here with his wife in here, and this is the Bible college. So that's where you'll be all staying if you weren't staying in the hotel.
I look like a grandma.
Buffalo, you don't get the message, we'll have to go sideways. Okay, go ahead. Try. It's faster too.
So Michael, what's different about eating here than in Australia?
I don't get in trouble for doing this.
Eating with your hands.
Traditional spoons, don't eat them. You eat with your hands here.
Not that you can't use them. It's still a very good invention.
I had no idea that what I was eating had absolutely no meat in it. It's fantastic food, tastes absolutely delicious, very spicy, but no meat whatsoever because most of the people around here are Hindus. In fact, 80 to 90% of them are Hindus, and if we were to be eating meat, we would be eating their god. So they can do some wonderful things with just vegetables and spices.
That goes with the cup of rice.